sides of a story. Both 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 sides of a story. Knowledge is power. Class is in session. Hour 106.
Before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body, in the service of my fellow citizens. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race. Ever so often we remind ourselves of our duty to country. In this case, Jamaica, land we love, acting in the best interest of Jamaica, land we love. So we started off just now with the national pledge of Jamaica, followed by the Jamaica National Pledge song, sung by the children of Jamaica. It's the International Decade of Healthy Aging, the International Decade of Ecosystem Restoration, the International Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development, the Decade of Action for Road Safety, and the UN International Decade of Indigenous Languages. It's the 24th day of the 8th month of 2023, the International Year of Millets, Millets. A millet is a cereal grown in warm countries and regions with poor soils, bearing a large crop of small seeds, which are chiefly used to make flour. 2023 is also the International Year of Dialogue as a guarantee of peace. Put another way, it's the 24th day of the 3rd month of the 2023 North Atlantic hurricane season, and according to the regional weather forecast, Tropical Storm Franklin is expected to strengthen into a hurricane and head towards Bermuda next week after causing deadly flooding in the Dominican Republic. The East Coast will experience big swells and hazardous rip currents early next week through the Labor Day weekend, and that's Labor Day in America. It is forecast that the storm will not make landfall in the US. Back home here in Jamaica, there is an induced trough across Jamaica. So something caused it, something triggered this trough. So it's known as an induced trough. So there is an induced trough across Jamaica. Tropical Storm Franklin is currently across Hispaniola and has induced a trough across the island. This trough is to remain across Jamaica into the weekend as Franklin moves northwards into the North Atlantic. The rest of the afternoon will be cloudy with showers and thunderstorms, especially across northern and southeastern parishes. Friday, that's tomorrow, will become mostly cloudy with mainly afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms across most parishes. Lingering nighttime showers and thunderstorms are likely. Saturday and Sunday will be mostly cloudy with showers and thunderstorms across most parishes. Other current regional weather features, as we said, Tropical Storm Franklin, last report was 10 kilometers east of Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic. An area of disturbed weather in the meantime is across the central tropical Atlantic, and that has a medium chance of tropical cyclone development. In other words, becoming one of these weather systems, one of these tropical depressions or tropical storms or hurricanes, etc. So when you hear of having a chance of, as in this case, there's a medium chance of tropical cyclone development over the next 2 days. So we have to keep monitoring. In the United States, the month of August is still being observed as Children's Eye Health and Safety Month, Gastroparesis Awareness Month, National Breastfeeding Month, National Immunization Awareness Month, Psoriasis Action Month, and Summer Sun Safety Month. Constitution Day activities continue in Georgia. That's the country, Georgia, not the state of Georgia. It's Independence Day in Ukraine, National Flag Day in Kazakhstan and Liberia. And here in Jamaica, this week is being observed as cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Do you know what that is? Cardiopulmonary resuscitation. CPR for short. This is CPR Week. The Heart Foundation of Jamaica, HFJ, celebrates cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR Week 2023, under the theme, When Seconds Count, When Seconds Count, Count on CPR. When seconds count, count on CPR. We don't want to just leave it hanging there. So let's give you a little more, just a little more meat on the bone. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation. That's cardio. Break it down in syllables, as my late mother used to teach us. CARDIO PULMONARY. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation. It's a life-saving technique that is useful in many emergencies in which someone's breathing or heartbeat has stopped. That's a serious one. More in a moment.
Knowledge is power. Class is in session. Power 106. You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
2:15.
Education plays a critical role in the lives of poor young people. At the American Foundation for the University of the West Indies, we ensure financially challenged students across the Caribbean are given increased access to higher education so they can continue to transform their lives and the lives of others. To support our mission in shaping the lives of all future leaders, donate to educate. Contact our office at 212-759-9345 for more details.
Welcome to the new dimension in eye care, the Optical Zone, offering exceptionally comfortable eyewear. We fill prescriptions and do eye examinations. This complete optical store is conveniently located at Shop 14, York Plaza, Harvard Tree. Telephone 929-8656. The Optical Zone, providing vision for life.
Hoy es jueves, el 24 de agosto 2023, y les saludamos en cualquier parte del mundo que nos están escuchando en este momento. Estamos muy agradecidos por el don de la vida y el privilegio de servirles en otra edición de su programa Both Sides of the Story, ambos lados de la historia. Nunca vamos a tomar su audiencia por sentado porque sabemos que ustedes tienen otras opciones. Y esta es la razón por la cual jamás olvidamos darle las gracias por elegir Both Sides of the Story, ambos lados de la historia, de lunes a viernes, desde las 2 hasta las 5 de la tarde, aquí en Power 106 FM. La misión continúa para educar, capacitar, iluminar y estimular el espíritu empresarial. Bienvenidos. C'est jeudi le 24 août 2023 et nous vous saluons tous qui nous écoutez où que vous soyez dans le monde. Nous sommes reconnaissants du don de la vie ainsi que du privilège d'être à votre service par une nouvelle édition de votre programme Both Sides of the Story, le pour et le contre. Nous ne considérons pas votre fidélité comme l'un de soi parce que nous savons que vous avez l'embarras du choix. C'est pourquoi nous n'oublions jamais de vous remercier de choisir d'écouter Both Sides of the Story, le pour et le contre, du lundi au vendredi de 2h à 5h de l'après-midi sur notre antenne Power 106 FM. Nous continuons notre mission d'éduquer, d'habiliter, d'éclairer et d'encourager l'esprit d'entreprise. Bienvenue. All we're saying is it's Thursday, the 24th of August, 2023, and we greet you well, wherever in the world you are listening to us right now. We remain eternally grateful for the gift of life and the privilege to serve you on yet another edition of your program, Both Sides of the Story. We don't ever take your listenership for granted because we know you have choices. And that's why we never ever forget to remember to say thanks for choosing to listen to both sides of the story, Monday to Friday, 2 to 5, right here on Power 106 FM. The mission continues to educate, empower, enlighten, and encourage entrepreneurship. Welcome. Good afternoon to those of you listening to us on 106.1, 106.3, 106.5, 106.7, and 106.9. From Morant Point to Negril Point, from the Goat Islands to Galena Point, this is Power 106 FM, serving Jamaica and the diaspora. Hello to those tuned in via the Power 106 FM app, which you've downloaded from the App Store or the Google Play Store, depending on the nature of your device. Downloading is free, listening is free, whenever, wherever. We acknowledge those who have dialed a designated number to listen to Power 106 FM from the United States and the United Kingdom. If you're in the United States and you wish to dial a number to listen to Power 106 FM, please call 631-359-8281. 631-359-8281. If you're in the United Kingdom and you wish to dial a number to listen to Power 106 FM, your number is 0330-606-0953, 0330-606-0953. We're streaming live video on the Dervan Malcolm Facebook page. If you're not there yet, log on to Facebook. In the search box atop the page, type DERVAN MALCOLM, and you too will be able to not just hear, but see what's happening in the studios of Power 106 FM. If you do not have a Facebook account, no sweat. There's always YouTube. All you need is a smartphone, a tablet, computer, laptop, desktop, any one of those. Then you need internet connection, but more importantly, internet connectivity. One sure way of testing for connectivity is by opening a browser like Google Chrome, for example. If you're able to browse, more power to you, you're good to go. If not, then you might need to get some assistance. How's that? Taking your calls on 876-922-4112 to 5. 876-922-4112 to 5. The text line is the same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes, but you can call us on WhatsApp as well. That number is 876-365-3346. 876-365-3346. Let's go straight to the phone lines. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling both sides of the story here.
From Mr. Flynn from Harleton, 10 times.
Welcome, Mr. Flynn.
Mr. Malcolm, I saw an incident the other day and I just can't believe it. And the incident was that someone was just driving Mr. Malcolm and they have all their rubbish in the car and they stop and they just empty all the rubbish on the road. Mr. Malcolm, which way are we going down to? What road are we going?
Clearly a slippery slope.
Mr. Malcolm, don't we believe in cleanliness anymore?
Apparently not. Some of us behave as if it is natural to outgrow that kind of behavior and attitude and action.
But Mr. Malcolm, in foreign lands like Japan and even in England and places like, you couldn't do that, Mr. Malcolm. You would be punished for it.
That's part of the reason for that is in those countries, they're very serious about maintaining whatever systems are in place and applying whatever sanctions.
Doctor, are you thinking about giving me that donkey really to travel on that road? Mr. Malcolm, when you look at it again, the amount of tourists that pass and use that road, Mr. Malcolm, where is the money, Mr. Malcolm, to fix those roads and to make the normal Jamaican be comfortable, Mr. Malcolm?
One of the things I learned very early on is that Jamaica is in, and I need to check my latest copy of the Economist Pocket World in numbers or in figures. But we are highly placed in the category of countries with the most roads per square kilometers. We're way up there. Now, wouldn't it then be obvious how a country such as this, with limited resources, is going to be able to first of all rehabilitate and then to maintain? There has been some growth, but growth has been, put it in Jamaican terms, maga.
I like that, Mr. Malcolm.
Yes. So and because of the years of stagnation.
That's right, yes, Mr. Malcolm.
It's what has happened is that a country like Barbados, for example, has overtaken us, has long overtaken us, and it will take Jamaica at least 40 years to try and catch up Barbados, and it might very well not happen because it means that it's not that Barbados is going to stop and say, okay, we'll wait here for you until you have completed 40 years, and then we will go ahead. No, the world doesn't operate like that. I keep remembering going on this giant
giveaways. We can't wait for all the excitement. Can you? Come out and party with your favorite TV host. Friday, August 25th at Emancipation Park. The fun starts at 4 p.m. See you there.
Brought to you by Grow Your Own Way at Sutherland, where opportunities are endless. Apply now by visiting bit.ly/Sutherland Jamaica-careers.
Thanks for holding. Yes, so that's the situation in which we find ourselves. So it's going to take a while. It's going to take some time, but we can't allow that consideration to take away from our capacity and ability to make an impact by shortening the period of renewal or transformation.
Yes, Mr. Malcolm. And I was saying to you that Mr. Albert Einstein said, whenever you are doing the same thing and you're getting the same results, it's a sign of madness. But
yes, I'm quite familiar with that quotation.
Mr. Malcolm, I love this country to my heart, Mr. Malcolm, but Mr. Malcolm, sometimes I've just got to shake my head.
I know the feeling. Trust me, I do.
Mr. Malcolm, when I wake up, Mr. Malcolm, in the morning and see the sunlight, I said, thank you, God, I'm in J.A.
That's the spirit.
But Mr. Malcolm, these things have to be changed, Mr. Malcolm. We cannot keep on going down this rocky road.
Yeah, well, the reality, unfortunately, is that we just have to face down all the rocks that will be falling as we are seeking to move ahead on this road.
Well, Mr. Malcolm, I thank you very much indeed. And Mr. Malcolm, one day I'm going to invite you to have your program running from Harleton.
From in St. Anne?
St. Anne, sir.
Alderton, that's the name.
Yes,
Alderton.
that is right, Mr. Malcolm. Yes, sir.
Okay. One of these days. That sounds like something to look forward to.
Okay, Mr. Malcolm. Mr. Malcolm, it is very nice speaking to you, and it's so nice and refreshing, right? Yeah.
Same here. The
And
feeling is mutual.
and yes, Mr. Malcolm, and then you have a good day, and I'll
You too.
turn you over back to other listeners.
Thank you very much. All the
Thank
best.
you very much, Mr. Malcolm.
Take care.
Bye.
This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Para 106 FM. Good afternoon to Ricardo in Glengoff, St. Catherine, for tuning in. Jeannie Chambers says, good afternoon, teacher. Good afternoon, Jeannie Chambers. Norman Hines says, blessed afternoon, Sir Dervan, Malcolm, and listeners. Dervan, please say happy birthday to one of your faithful listeners, Velta Wilson, from sweet, sweet St. Thomas. Indeed. And she's a sweet, sweet lady, too. I saw her at the Denby Agricultural, Industrial, and Food Show, looking as perennial as the grass, as gracious and dignified and quite pulchritudinous as well. Leotine Bryan says, blessings to you, Sir Malcolm, and listeners. How are you all doing? We feel fine. We're doing well. Thank you very much, Leotine Bryan. Thanks for asking. And she goes on to convey happy birthday greetings to Queen Velta, according to her. God's richest blessings and guidance to you. Thank you very much for the message. Leotine Bryan. Audrey Smith says, good evening, Dervan. Still afternoon here, and listeners everywhere tuning in from Southampton. Welcome, Audrey Smith from Southampton in England. And Jessica says, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm. We've finally got a gold in the women's hurdles final. Yes, we have been seeing the images on the television monitor in the Hits 92 FM studio, which is across from the Power 106 FM studio. Congratulations. We can't see it clearly from here, but obviously something happened based on all the celebrations we saw. And well done to our athletes again. Ricardo says, happy birthday, Velta Wilson. Lorraine Brown says, good afternoon, Sir D. How are you doing? Have a good afternoon. Take care. Same to you, Lorraine Brown. Thank you very much for your message. Keep those messages coming in here on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5, 876-922-4112-5. The text line, same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes, but you can call us on WhatsApp as well. That number is 876-365-3346, 876-365-3346. Just checking these messages to see if they are relevant. This text message, which one is it? This one? Text message says, good day, Mr. Malcolm. Please read my text. I am an elderly woman and I need your help. I am building a room and it just reached halfway. I am badly in need of some materials to finish the room. People, I need your help. Please help me with some blocks, steel, sand, and gravel. I would be very grateful. And this is coming from Lady V, and she has shared her number with us. So if there's anyone out there listening who'd like to help Lady B with some materials to finish the room she is building, she needs help with some blocks, steel, sand, and gravel. If you are able to help, feel free to call us or message us on 876-365-3346, 876-365-3346. You send the information to us, and we'll put you in touch with Lady V. So that's one of the messages. Here is, oh, she has sent the message twice, obviously wanting to ensure that we get the message. Well, we got the message, Lady V, and we trust you will get the support that you need. We still have a few messages. Bishop Douglas Gooden, one of our regular listeners, always in touch with us. Thank you, Bishop. All the very best to you. And we continue to take your calls on 876-922.
Going on in the world. The article, people talking about Black history in Florida. And I can tell you Black history has been taught in Florida.
Sorry, the sound is not good. We're getting an echo. We have a constant echo. So the quality of the connection is poor.
Oh, okay.
So see if you can try another approach. But
It was a Dr. Howdy in the education committee. What they disagreed with him. And I want to make us with them.
No, it sounds like you are starting not at the beginning of the story, but somewhere in the middle or towards the top. And you're not listening, so you're not hearing that we are not hearing you well. Hello? Let's try again. Go ahead, please. But if you're going to tell us the story, you can't start in the middle. Doesn't make any sense. You have to start at the top.
Yeah. That's why I use WhatsApp and them thing there, you know? So they're not clear. Me call back.
Well, 365-3346. So at the top of the show, we were telling you that this is cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR week. It's a life-saving technique that's useful in many emergencies in which someone's breathing or heartbeat has stopped. For example, when someone has a heart attack or nearly drowns. The American Heart Association recommends starting CPR with hard and fast chest compressions. And this would be a good week for us to educate ourselves on CPR. It's a good idea. Thank you very much, Heart Foundation of Jamaica. And Mitzi says the men's 400-meter final, we got a gold again just now. Well, we're related. We're ecstatic. That's great news. That's great news. Someone has sent us a voice note, which we haven't had the opportunity to audition, as in to listen to before airing it. Hopefully we get the opportunity during this break coming up. In the meantime, let's continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world, taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5, 876-922-4112-5. The text line, same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes, but you can call us on WhatsApp as well. That number is 876-365-3346, 876-365-3346. Here's a call coming through. Hello, good afternoon. One moment, please. We need to take a break. Let's take the break and come back.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
2:45.
You know what I count ya? Hey, me count, you count. Census say all of we count. Hey, you count, me count. Census say all of we count. Information needed to develop the community. Them scouts them out and I get the reports. So don't bother hide when you see them.
Data collection for the census continues. Cooperate with the census takers as they complete this important national exercise.
Need water for agricultural purposes? Apply to the National Irrigation Commission for your irrigation services. Let's grow smart and eat smart with irrigated agriculture. Call National Irrigation Commission at 876-927-6727. Visit their website at www.nicjamaica.com or visit any of their office locations today. Irrigation, making the difference in agriculture.
Oh, green and lovely evenings, Jamaica strong and free. All bounds and loyal promises, words and deeds to thee.
Let's give you an update now on some of the trending stories here in Jamaica, courtesy of jamaica-gleaner.com. For those who have to be on the road, you might want to take note of the fact that a section of Eastwood Park Road will be closed for repairs. The National Works Agency says the closure, which will begin at midnight tomorrow, Friday, the 25th of August, will be between the intersections of Burlington Avenue and Red Hills Road. The roadway is scheduled to be reopened on Saturday, the 26th of August at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Acting Manager Communication and Customer Services at the NWA, Stacey-Ann Delevante, says that the stretch of road is being closed to facilitate pavement repair works. She says the roadway will be milled to remove the damaged surface and repaved with asphaltic concrete. During the closure, motorists are advised to use alternative routes to access their destination. Motorists are also being urged to exercise caution during the period of closure and to obey the instructions of posted warning signs. So make a note of that. A section of the heavily used Eastwood Park Road in St. Andrew will be closed this weekend for repairs. The closure will commence at midnight tomorrow, Friday the 25th, and will run until 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. Let's go to the messages now. Let's continue. We have a couple of special guests who are supposed to be joining us in studio. We'll see as the program progresses. We're on standby for that. And we will let you know when we are ready for our guests. Before that, though, there's something out of curiosity. We have invited Cloleen Daly Mushet, Corporate Communications and PR